2019 Fiat 124 Spider Car Review. The good points of 2019 Fiat 124 Spider: nimble, lively handling, excellent brake and steering feel, fast as well as simple to convertible top. Abarth trim sporty experience punches above the weight class. The bad points of 2019 Fiat 124 Spider: thrust, underperforming automatic transmission, cramped interior and limited cargo space, loud, rough ride, especially on freeways, problematic seating adjustments for taller drivers. The 2019 Fiat 124 Spider new feature. The Fiat 124 Spider is unchanged for 2019. Part with the 124 Spider generation introduced for 2017. The original Fiat 124 had each of the charm of the rivals from a time that included Alfa Romeo, Lotus, MG and Triumph. They all delivered the classic roadster charm of open-top motoring in a two-seater. Like its contemporaries, the 124 seemed to be plagued with mechanical gremlins, so when it found comfort and convenience, that it was only intensify from bicycling. Fast to the present day and also the recently revived Fiat 124 Spider keeps its charm and minimizes its drawbacks. Much of this is because of its Japanese DNA. Under the new virtual bodywork are similar underpinnings since the Mazda MX-5 Miata. Fiat does use its engine and transmission, however, in addition to unique suspension tuning. For most drivers, the differences in driving dynamics are negligible. That leaves the conclusion to personal preferences and aesthetics. Within the Fiat 124 lineup, you've three flavors to select from: the fundamental Classica trim, the Lusso with an increase of creature comforts, along with the athletic Abarth. Era all fun drive and automobile and engaging, but they are also all limited on passenger and cargo space, employ a rough ride, and larger drivers will more than likely find the seats and cabin normally confining. We're also not fans from the automatic transmission. The manual isn't just the best pick to the 124, however it's also one with the best in a class. If the pros outweigh the drawbacks in your case, either the Miata or Fiat 124 Spider helps keep you happy. Otherwise, we recommend checking out other convertibles such as Chevy Camaro, the Ford Mustang along with the Mini Cooper S. 2019 Fiat 124 Spider configurations. The 2019 Fiat 124 Spider comes in three trim levels: the relatively bare-bones Classica, the greater comprehensively equipped Lusso and also the aggressive Abarth. All three trims are powered by way of a turbocharged 1.4-litre four-cylinder engine. It produces 160 horsepower in Classica and Lusso trims and 164 horsepower inside the Abarth, and 184 pound-feet of torque to all three. Power travels to the rear wheels most likely through a standard 6-speed manual transmission or perhaps an optional 6-speed automatic. The Fiat Space Classica trim comes standard with 16-inch wheels, air cooling, keyless entry, push-button start, a rear-view camera, a height-adjustable driver's seat, a tilt-and leather-up tire, Bluetooth, plus a 4-speaker speakers with a 3-inch computer screen. The technology group adds proximity entry and satellite radio. The Urbana Edition boosts the Classica special 17-inch black wheels, fog lights, leather and microfiber upholstery, piano black exterior accents, matte grey interior accents, upgraded interior surfaces, and satellite radio. moving as much as the Lusso trim gets you. 17-inch wheels, automatic headlights, fog lights, automatic windshield wipers, automatic climate control, leather upholstery, heated seats. A similar upgraded interior surface is found from the Urbano edition. The technology group features, along with the Mazda's Orst 7-inch infotainment system. The Fiat 124 Spider Abarth boosts the Lusso's content, a performance-attuned suspension plus a limit-slip differential, in conjunction with a driving mode selector with sport and normal modes, leather and microfiber upholstery, a sport leader, and also a handful of unique interior and exterior styling cues. Notable Abarth-specific options include Brembo performance brakes and Recaro sport seats having a leather and simulated suede upholstery. Fiat offers several packages with the Lusso and Abarth. The convenience group adds blind spot and rear cross-traffic warning systems, rear parking sensors, auto-dimming mirrors, along with a security alarm. The navigation and sound group adds integrated navigation on the 7-inch infotainment system and also a 9-speaker Bose subwoofer. The visibility group adds adaptive LED headlights with washers and LED running lamps. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically also comes in multiple versions which might be fundamentally similar. The S on this review depend on our full test on the Fiat 124 Spider Lusso Turbo 1.4 litres inline 4, 6-speed automatic, RWD. Note, since this test was conducted in 2017, the actual 124 Spider has gotten some revisions for the distribution of options rolling around in its packages. Our findings remain applicable to the present year's 124 Spider. Driving. Steering, handling and braking performance are definite strengths due to this lightweight roadster. Unfortunately, the peaky turbo engine and upshift efficiency-minded automatic transmission really are a poor match, frequently causing without sufficient power. Acceleration. The tiny turbofan is weak down low, only feeling eager and punchy at higher revs. Out inside real world, using the transmission's fervor for upshifting, draft and left lugging prior to the drivetrain catches up. Still, our measured 0.6 miles per hour use of 6.6 seconds isn't harmful to such a small engine. Braking. One from the 124's strong points. The pedal is firm and communicative, as well as the car tracks straight during panic stops. The brakes inspire confidence and work equally as well in stop-and-go traffic as on back roads. Our tested panic stop distance from 60 miles per hour of 111 feet is average for any sports car. Steering. The steering is quick and very precise and provides useful road feel. Weighting is light compared to steering in lots of sports cars, however it is well suited to this type of small and maneuverable car. The steering, however, may be dirty at highway speeds. Handling. The 124 changes direction well and exhibits minimal body roll around turns. But mid-corner bumps can unsettle the chassis. Drivability. The 124 is slow off of the line, nevertheless the car starts smoothly and consistently. The automatic transmission is overly needing to upshift, and it also frequently leaves you without power. This leads to a great deal of hunting around for your right gear during spirited driving and even though maneuvering through traffic. Comfort. The 124 doesn't have a very lot to offer when it comes to comfort. The ride is better than in numerous performance-oriented cars, however the seats are tight, and there is a significant deficiency of sound insulation. Plenty of other convertibles have an overabundance to offer with regards to everyday comfort. Seat comfort. These seats may be narrow. For larger drivers, the bolsters are prominent enough for being uncomfortable. However, they are not adequate enough to effectively hold you set up. There's no lumbar support to communicate of, as well as the headrests with integrated speakers are uncomfortably hard. Ride comfort. The ride are going to be too stiff for many. Bumps and dips are translated through the entire car. But it isn't harsh, and smaller imperfections are absorbed well. Undulating road surfaces or regular freeway seams cause a distressing hobby horse effect due in part to your car's short wheelbase. Noise and vibration. Wind noise while using top-down is well controlled below 50 miles per hour with the top up. There are a lot of mechanical noises. And at highway speeds, the treatment depends on road conditions whether wind and tire noise will probably be intrusive or merely noticeable. The 124 Lusso's restrained exhaust avoids engine drone. Climate control. The knob controls are straightforward, and earn switching between automatic and manual modes easy, though temperature selection isn't actually graduated. The system can combat even high heat but works hard to do it. Having only 3 vents could add frustration to driving having a passenger on hot days. Interior. Some buyers will value the 124's diminutive stature, however, there is no touring around the fact that a real small car forces compromises with regards to seat adjustability and entering and exiting. Being a convertible, furthermore, it has some visibility issues. Nevertheless, the manual top is exceptionally user-friendly. Useful. This car's small size brings all from the controls within easy reach. Drivers with long arms will choose the infotainment control knob's placement awkward, particularly if the removable cup holders are available. Its few controls are clearly marked and to understand. Getting and jetting out. The door is good enough, however the tall, wide sill and low roof together with the top-up create some problems. Taller drivers and passengers will almost fold themselves by 2 to get in or out. The experience is concerning average for this sort of low-slung convertible performance car. Driving position. The seat back have to be upright to the seat to slide fully aft, so tall drivers must choose from legroom or reclining. Beyond that frustration, the driving position is correct, using the seat set low inside the car. More adjustments may very well be nice, there is however no room for them inside cramped space. Roominess. The 124 is tiny, and yes it feels tiny inside. There's not much lateral leg space or elbow and shoulder room. The low and thick windscreen frame boosts the claustrophobic feeling, even with all the top down. The transmission tunnel derives passion for passenger side floor area, making for just a cramped experience. Visibility. Forward visibility is a useful one, along with the rear view mirror visibility surpasses average with this type of car thanks towards the low, sloping rear deck. Rear 3/4 visibility is laughably bad together with the top-up, and also the side mirrors may be small, so blind spot monitoring is often a helpful extra. Quality. There's a mishmash of Mazda and Fiat parts inside the cabin, in order that it doesn't feel everything that cohesive. The feeling of quality is often a bit hit or miss, soft touch surfaces mixed with flimsy feeling plastics, and many pieces notably in your tester, a corner folding top release handle felt looser than we want. Convertible top. The manual top is not hard and straightforward to work. It may be opened and closed rapidly, and it also requires only mild contortions to attain. Taller drivers should exercise some caution. If they lean too much outboard, they'll find their skulls inside path from the upper side window frame. Utility. You can't expect much utility from your tiny 2-seat convertible, as well as the 124 certainly doesn't deliver much. A weekend trip for 2 is all about the most this car are designed for. Other convertibles might offer more practicality, but that typically comes at the cost of size, weight and nimbleness. Small item storage. The tiny armrest box is only enough to get a wallet and keys, then there is a cubby to get a phone from the center console. The glove box behind and relating to the seats, while big enough for the purse, is very to access, and yes, it's blocked should you be keeping something from the removable cup holders. Cargo space. The trunk is minuscule, which has a small opening that's flat inside the rear deck. Fortunately, the automobile is low to your ground, which ensures you keep the lift-over height from being overly problematic. 2 soft overnight bags will fit, such as the plan on packing additional than that. Technology. The 124's infotainment system, sourced from Mazda, is undoubtedly an easy-to-tune using a good knob-based interface. It offers the options you expect, using the biggest omission being Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatibility. Driver aids are optional, and then there are simply a few. Audio and navigation. Navigation is simple to use, although it isn't really the easiest system to navigate tourist attractions with. Audio quality is middling, and also the system has been turned up considerably to compete with each of the background noise. The tinny and headrest speakers feel a lot more like a gimmick compared to a necessary addition. Smartphone integration. Bluetooth is simple to connect and successful, including displaying incoming messages, even though it will only recognize one message, the other email app, no less than with an Android phone. There's no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but 2 USB ports mean passenger and driver can each charge a machine. Driver aids. Optional blind spot monitoring is really a welcome addition while using small side mirrors, out-of-the-box rear cross-traffic alert because of poor top-up visibility. The rear-view camera makes it simple to take advantage with the 124's small size and tight spaces. Voice control. The Mazda's ORST system does an affordable job interpreting commands and will be offering prompts to assist you along. It's able to entering navigation destinations and finding landmarks. Still, simply a limited pair of functions can be acquired, as there are no Google or Siri compatibility.